What's up, y'all? It's your boy Nova the Based Skunk. Let's talk about Fetty Wap. If you listen to the top 40 radio stations at all between 2014 and 2015, you probably remember this guy. One Eye, 4 top 40 hits, 3 of them top 10 over the course of 6 months, and easily one of the worst singing voices in rap music at the time. What made him so popular? I'm not entirely sure, but I'll try my best to explain. With his first single, Trap Queen, he managed to peak at the number 2 position after 15 weeks on the charts. Music critics who praise the song point to the song's infectiousness, noting how unique and catchy the premise and vocals were while still appealing to current music trends. And mind you, 2014 was a weirdly happy year for rap music, with the charts being topped largely by pop rap icons like Nicki Minaj, Young Thug, Ty Dolla $ign, and Chris Brown. What separated Fetty Wap from these other big names was his comparative lack of polish. Whereas other big songs about girls like Ty Dolla $ign's Paranoid and Chris Brown's Loyal felt sleazy and manufactured, Fetty Wap's delivery and odd vocal timbre brought a level of authenticity to the song. Admittedly, even if the upbeat, twinkly instrumental could have been used by Drake, Chris Brown, or any other high-profile pop rapper, Fetty Wap turned it into something totally unique, and obviously people agreed. The song would go on to be certified 10 times platinum and earn him the Music Choice Awards honor for Most Viewed Music Video at age 23, leading him to this incredibly wholesome moment.
This is actually my first award I ever won. Doing shit, it's crazy. I ain't never won nothing in my life before. Thank you, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just, continue to keep doing good music. Right.
Moving on to 2015, Fetty Wap became inescapable. He would go on to release 4 new singles from his debut album from the year prior, 3 of which charted top 40. 679 featuring his friends the Remy Boys would go 5 times platinum. My Way, featuring Monty of the Remy Boys and later featuring Drake, would go 2 times platinum. And Again, which is my personal favorite non-promotional single from the album, I am a huge fan of the song Jug that no one seems to remember, would also go 2 times platinum. I cannot stress enough just how inescapable Fetty was during this time, both on the pop and R&B charts. If you managed to go 4 songs without hearing his trademark, you started to get suspicious. So what happened between then and now? How did we go from a non-stop barrage of 1738 and bird call squads to not hearing a peep out of the guy? Well, he did manage 2 more charting singles in 2016. Jimmy Choo would manage to enter the top 10 for hot rap songs, making it his 5th consecutive single to do so, but the mainstream was growing tired of him, only managing to hit number 65 on the Billboard Top 100. The other was Wake Up, which would peak higher on the Billboard Top 100 at 50, but it would be his first single not to surpass the top 10 on the hot rap chart. Since then, he's released 25 singles in the last 4 years, some including big names like Snoop Dogg and Nicki Minaj, but hasn't had a single song chart since. He did manage to see some radio play after being featured on Tekashi 6ix9ine's Kiki, but that would be the end of his mainstream relevancy. So why did he disappear so quickly? I have a couple theories. The first and most obvious thing, in my opinion, is his oversaturation on the radio. Like I said before, he was inescapable. The last single he had released during his peak, Again, stayed in the top 100 for 5.5 months. Fetty managed nearly a full year of continual presence in the top 40, with several weeks featuring as many as 3 of his songs. By the time his second set of singles rolled around, I think people were just tired of his voice. And speaking of his voice, yeah. His mumbly, gargly singing style is unique, but does it make it good? Not really. And considering the amount of singers in rap music during this time, the grand majority of which were significantly more talented, it's not surprising that he would eventually fall off. And as far as his music went, it suffered from being samey, each song feeling aesthetically similar regardless of the subject matter or melody. This would be further compounded by Fetty's seemingly unwaverable loyalty to his friends. While Fetty worked with numerous artists at least once, Monty and Fetty Wap would appear together 12 times over the course of his career. And while I respect that sort of loyalty and friendship, it makes it hard to make a case that his music wasn't incredibly repetitive. Now, while Fetty Wap has made a huge presence in music, he was never really a personality. He wasn't the type of guy to make headlines or captivate people with his social media presence, which made him rather replaceable. But that also means that most people were unaware of what happened in his personal life. And unfortunately for him, it was primarily lawsuits. Lots and lots of lawsuits. Once 2016 rolled around, Fetty Wap found himself getting sued out the wazoo. First, it turned out that someone else had the rights to the beat for Trap Queen. Fortunately for Fetty, this was long after the song's relevancy, but it would become symbolic of what was to come. He would later be sued by P-Dice, the former other half of Remy Boys, for removing his verse on the radio version of 679 and cutting his royalties from the song by over 2/3. So much for loyalty, right? Mind you, anyone who's heard that verse knows that it doesn't really add anything to the song, but months later, he would be sued by an ex-employee for defamation and uncompensated expenditures after Fetty refused to pay her the 10% promise from his live tour after she fronted the bill for a large amount of the tour's expenses. And from 2019 onward, he'd face 3 more lawsuits for assault, battery, property damage, and allegedly assaulting a woman totally unprovoked. The violence is a new trend as far as we know as of 2019, but it would explain his inability to push a cohesive project. While he's averaged 3 mixtapes every 2 years since 2014, he's yet to release an actual sequel to his debut album in 2014, which has left him in the dust. So what happened to Fetty Wap? He's still around, but his time in the spotlight is passing by, replaced by other questionably talented singers like Post Malone in an era of rap music that's become dreary and dark. While he's released some songs that I think are absolutely worthy of radio play, anyone who's watched me stream knows I'm a huge fan of his song Birthday and am guaranteed to play the song at least once during a stream. I think his time has passed. While we could use more of Fetty's chipper pseudo-crooning, it could be a long time before we ever see him reach even a fraction of the success he's had in the past. So there you have it, the story of the last decade's biggest flash in the pan. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to leave us a like. Be sure to comment below if there's any other music or artists you'd like for me to discuss or review. I don't just listen to rap music. And you can check out my Eminem album tier list by clicking on the link in the video. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss more of our awesome content, including more like this, video game let's plays and highlights, and so much more. Thanks for watching, I'm Nova the Based Skunk, and I'll see you next time.